Okay, here we are. First official lesson here in 10.1.1. We're on page 2. If we assume that FAM's survey is from a random sample of students in his school, what is the probability that a student at his high school has a PiPhone or a laptop? We want to remember that this or was the inclusive or. It meant that if you had both, you were counted. So we would want to add up the 7 kids who had both, the 21 kids who only had the PiPhone, and the 37 kids who had the laptop, and divide that by the 175 kids, and you get approximately 37.1% of the kids could say they had a PiPhone or a laptop. Now, what's the probability that a student has a PiPhone and a laptop? Well, and means only the kids in that overlapping section. That's your 7 out of 175, or approximately 4%, much smaller. All right. Is there an association between owning a laptop and owning a PiPhone? In other words, if you own a laptop, now this is really important, if you own a laptop, are you more likely to own a PiPhone? So when we look back at our table, we're going to look at the kids who, notice it said, if you own a laptop. So we're going to look only at the laptop column. And we're going to say, if you own a laptop, are you more likely to own a PiPhone? So the kids who own a PiPhone, who already own a laptop, is 7 out of 44. Notice I only looked at the kids in the have a laptop column because the question said, if you own a laptop, that's your starting point. So that's going to be the 7 kids out of 44, or approximately 16%. Now the question is, do we compare that, or how do we compare that and say, what about the kids who own a PiPhone out of all of the kids? And we would say there are 21 kids who own a PiPhone out of the 131 who, if I go back here, the 21 out of the 131 who do not own a laptop. And that would be approximately 16% as well. So they're almost the same. They were off by, a couple tenths. So because they're almost equally likely, we would say that owning a laptop does not appear to affect whether you own a PiPhone. So the laptop does not appear to impact whether, we're just going to cross that out, whether you own a PiPhone. Investigate this question by calculating the probability that a laptop owner owns a PiPhone. We said before that that was about 16%, and then the probability that a non-laptop owner owns a PiPhone, that also came out to approximately 16%.